Hello, everybody. It's me, TONIK TZW. We're here in the Tier 7 Premium Pan-Asian Destroyer, the Loyang. And all I want to say is a big shout out to It's Raining Tacos, who is playing the Azure Lane Chapayev in this game. And I just want to say, Out-Frikkin-Standing. This is an old game from a long time ago that's been sat on the PlayStation, and I thought it was just such a great example of support and teamwork that it has to go out there just to give people an understanding how playing in support of each other can massively turn the tide of a battle, to use that often coined phrase from wargaming, to turn the tide, because it is going to be very scrappy, and we are going to be on the back foot for a lot of this game. We are going to be pushed hard on this flank, and It's Raining Tacos is in division with a friend. They are both on Xbox, and I think I did GG him after this one, but I can't remember if I got a reply. But I am going to look him up on Xbox chat, and I'm going to drop him a message and a link to this one, because as the title says, it was Out-Frikkin-Standing. And I know that the Azure Lane Chapayev is possibly one of the most OP cruisers that there is in this tier. I see it time and time again, melt ships from full health to nothing. And you know me, I'm looking around, I'm looking at the team list, and I'm looking at what ships are a risk to me. Zeton there with long-range secondaries. Charles Martel is pushing in on the cap. And that Charles Martel can probably dispatch me in 2 to 3 salvos. But what else is coming around the corner there? Here, guys, now. So I know we've got a lot of secondaries here. We've got a lot of HE, and we've got some long-range sonar out there. Brandenburg and the Zeton in, I can't remember if they're in division. But literally, if I get spotted, I am going to get chewed to pieces in minutes. And there we go, I do get spotted. It's a Kagero, and so I'm going to pop my sonar, pop my smoke, try and dip from detection. Look at these traces coming in from the secondaries on those battleships, and I am going to try and just do some damage to this guy until such time as he goes out of my sonar range. But we want to get as much damage, and look at that. I think that is both It's Raining Tacos and his colleague. Sorry, I can't remember your name. I'll try and give you a mention at the end of the game when I see the team list. But they straight away switch fire on to that Kagero and put some HE his way. So Red Team are pushing hard on this cap. They've already secured Charlie Cap on the other side of the map. There are 3 destroyers on each team in this game. So we know where pretty much 2 of them are, which is on this cap, and one of them is going to appear on the other cap. But there's a destroyer, I think a battleship, and a couple of cruisers there on Charlie Cap that haven't even attempted to contest the cap, which has given Red Team an early lead, and we have lost a destroyer. It was that guy that was sat on the edge of the cap, probably not aware of the range of the sonar of the Zeton pushing in, but the Zeton takes care of, or one of the ships takes care of our Bismarck, so perhaps they were looking for a bit of a secondary brawl. But we pick up a kill on 12,000 damage, and all we're doing is trying to keep things spotted. We're waiting for our torpedoes to reload, and as I said, this is before they changed the spotting rules with the CV rework. But these 2 guys, I'm having to pull back, and because me staying alive is going to be a key to winning this game. I know it makes me sound like super important and things, but let me just say that I am not going to get a lot of damage out of this one. This game is not about me. This game is about the teamwork and the support that I received in this one, and the support that I gave to other players to allow us to pull this one to a win, because it doesn't look like a win for a very long time. We're currently 50 points down. I've got 1 set of torpedoes running there against that guys. Now we're having a quick look at the team list to see what is still out there. Blue team are pushing Charlie Cap, and we are going to get turned around and push back in to Alpha Cap. The is it the guy's now there? Yep, he is absolutely getting rained on again. Look at this, salvo after salvo coming in off this Chapayev, and he is absolutely mashing things. Ideally, I want them to take care of that Charles Martel, and here we go. The fire immediately switches to it because the Gdańsk now is burning. He is ticking. Red team are on Bravo Cap 2, so they are pulling that points lead. They're nearly 100 points ahead of us, but that Gdańsk now is ticking down with his fire, and I don't know who gets the kill on this one. Oh, is he still ticking? There we go. The Chapayev gets the kill on him too. So now they immediately switch fire onto this Charles Martel, and I am pushing straight back into my cap. He's managed to avoid my torpedoes, good for him, but he isn't going to last much longer in the game. I decide to chip in and give him a bit of a distraction, but the Chapayev picks up the kill there as well. So we've been on the back foot for long enough. We've still got a 40-50 point disadvantage in this game. Red team have got control of one cap. They're about to take control of Bravo Cap. We lose our Kagero out there on the right flank, so I don't want to cast aspersions as to the play style of different players, but I think that Kagero would have been much better off actually in a cap. But I don't know what cruiser that was there parked behind the island, but they are not without spotting. Red team still have 3 destroyers. I am the last destroyer on blue team, but I'm backed up by It's Raining Tacos in his Chapayev, and I was talking here on comms. That guy there, what's his name, Triclaman Inhaler, was the Kagero, and I was just saying, you know, you kind of overextended a little bit there. Better position would have been trying to contest the cap and let that guy come to you. But now we're going to start pushing back. We've got a Massachusetts, a Mines, a Kagero. I can't remember what the other 2 destroyers were there. It was there on the screen and gone. But look at this. I've got 1 kill. I'm on 12k damage. But this is where we are going to start pushing. We're now more than 240 points down. There we go. It's a Jaeger, and I think there is an Udaloy out here as well. Now I know that this Chapayev knows his stuff, and I know that he is going to hit the targets that I have got spotted. All I've got to do is manage to stay alive and keep these things spotted. Now, red team's destroyers seem keen on getting rid of all of our big ships from the start. We've got a cruiser pushing there just off to our right, coming into B cap from the south. I've got, I think it's the Chapayev behind me, and I'm thinking, looking at where the shadows are on the map, that these guys are behind the island, and the Kagero have this lovely long-range sonar. So I've got a smoke available, I've got a sonar available, and what I'm going to do is just screen myself on the flank with a set of torpedoes across there, and I'm going to push across to this island and get this sonar running and try and pick up anything and everything that is hiding on the other side of that. The Mainz is probably the biggest risk to me at the moment, apart from torpedoes from a destroyer. You can see that I am located, and I was momentarily thinking of pushing round the back here, but I'm trying to keep that island between the Mainz and the battleship, so that basically if I do get spotted by a destroyer, that I'm not going to get taken out by that Mainz. Looking behind me, what is left of our team is still there. We're 350, pushing 400 points down, but there's the Jaeger spotted. There is another destroyer, so I'm going to go guns on here. We're running the sonar. We're going to do what we can to get fire under these guys and keep them in this sonar detection and let these guys behind me do the work. I'm going to drop that smoke screen across there so that if they're far enough back, they won't get picked up on their smoke fire and penalty. But there we go. It's a Kagero, it's a Jaeger, and there's an Udaloy. We know the Mainz are still out there. I'm spotted. There's the Udaloy, but I've moved out of detection of him, and I'm keeping this Jaeger and the Kagero spotted. This Jaeger is going to get very lucky because I'm going to make a mistake that I've made a few times, and I keep falling into the same trap. We've got two caps. We're 330 points down. Here comes the Jaeger torpedoes. They were expected. There's the mines. I know he's expecting to get shots on me, and I've either got to keep going and get this island between me and the mines. But what I do is this torpedo is going to miss me, but I'm going to turn too early and hit the back of the torpedo, which is still going to go off and give me the damage. But I'm trying to keep this Jaeger spotted. The guys are going to town on that mines, and because of the arc of my shells, I can get across the top, and I'm going to chip in on that one too and just try and get some shots across the top. I'm not spotted. There's a smoke screen just gone up in front of me. That's going to be the Udaloy. I'm going to damage control there. My sonar has now run out, but the Chapayev still has a sonar available. Not sure if he's got radar available, but he is going to our cruiser is going to go out to the destroyer there, but the Chapayev is going to rain on this Jaeger. There's the battleship at the back. I'm taking fire from the Udaloy. It's all getting very friendly. It is win it or bin it. The Chapayev has picked up a Kraken. I'm on 2 kills on 17,000 damage just with scrappy pick-me-up kills, and I'm just going bow in to this Udaloy, and I am trying to get some damage onto him. But then I'm going to switch to AP because he's a Russian destroyer, and we're going to start knocking holes into him as well. It's going to be win it, bin it. There we go. We come back from over 300 points down to win the game. It's only 22, pretty much 23,000 damage for me. But the support from those two cruisers, as well as the teammate of its reigning tacos and his friend there in the Shibog was, mindless Q-Dog. So as said, I'd give you a shout out. But 4,208 base XP for him with 5 kills, 2,400 for me with 3 kills. And I honestly think if I'd have not bothered firing my guns, that would have easily been an 8-kill game for him, and I actually felt bad about picking up those 3 kills. But it was all about working together to be as effective as we possibly could. So there is an example of some out-frikkin-standing teamwork and support, turning the tide of a game and bringing home a win from what seemed like being almost certain defeat. Stick around, click a link, smash the like button, leave me something in the comments, let me know what you thought of that one, and as always, until next time, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.